Actually, 9 years ago today is when Marty Fish was in the final against Andy Roddick and had 2 match points in that match before losing to Roddick, who was then the #1 player in the world. The #1 player in the world right now.
Yes, thanks to our stats guru, Steph Trudell, for providing us with all the information. Good stuff, Steph. And there is a man they're all too familiar with. A couple of night sessions already here. Of course, when he first opened up against Bogomolov Jr., he was under the lights. And it will be the same again for Federer tonight. This probably, on paper, I would say the most appealing of all the 4 quarterfinals, maybe, Doug, or not?
Well, I think it is, because when we looked at the program for today, and we talked about it yesterday and again this morning, we sort of thought that this was the one match that, as well as Federer's playing, Fish is going to have this hometown crowd behind him. They're going to really be pulling from him. Fish has played great tennis here in the past. As a matter of fact, you know, he has tested Federer just a couple years ago. 2010 had great chances against Federer on this court.
What a fantastic year it was last year. And Federer, ever the gentleman.
Hello, Roger. Good to see you. Thank you.
Having Leoni. Fiat today. Federer staying locally in an apartment that he rents just around the corner from here. Tends to do that at most tournaments. Very rarely will you see Federer these days stay in a tournament hotel. Likes his own space with the kids, of course, the twins in tow. Mirka.
We now direct your attention to the net, everybody. It's time for this evening's coin toss.
Okay, let's do the brief quickly, then they make the coin toss, okay? So, net machine like usual, TV changeover, so please be seated at the same time, and the hawker in a timely, clear manner. Especially between first and second serve, be quick, okay? So, no questions, huh? No. So, please, okay, Roger, please. The blue is heads. The blue. Try to keep it here, yeah. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, tails. Sir. Okay, so please photo with the thing.
The toss of the coin from Leoni. Been here a million times, Federer.
If I was out there doing the picture, I would have put my arm around him.
Favoritism, Doug. Favoritism. 1 against 10 as far as the seedings go tonight under the lights here. Beautiful evening, not too hot. Pretty cool actually by Cincinnati standards. Marty Fish looking to fly the American flag in style. There is only one spot in the semis, and looks as though, well, it could well have an all Swiss semi-final at the top of the draw. Will Marty be able to do anything about that, though? So mini cruise control really, Federer so far in this tournament. A couple of comfortable wins today. Took last week off. Took off Toronto, having decided to have a breather, understandably so. But I say a breather, I mean not many days at home, really, just 5 or 6 days at home. 75 singles titles to his name, and I think a lot of people, Doug, 12 months ago wouldn't have said that this guy would be back at #1 in the world, but that's what he achieved.
I would have been one of those people, unfortunately. I thought that it was going to be going the opposite direction, going south rather than going north. Typically, when you get to be around 30 years of age, you're not able to challenge the top young guys in the world. And Federer has shown that age is on his side.
20 of these titles. And Rafa showing the majority in the last few years as well. And there's the win-loss record at this level in 2012, just 2 defeats. Started the year in a good start, winning in Indian Wells. And the other defeat that he had came at the hands of Novak Djokovic. I think, and Roddick, 2 players to have beaten in Masters 1000.
In Miami, actually Miami against Roddick. But he hasn't been tested here at all. that player by keeps showing up and losing all the time. And then Bogomolov getting just 5 games, Tomek just 1 game more. So he has schooled his opponents.
Yeah. 30-year-old Marty Fish, who's been through plenty of troubles this year, well-documented troubles with his health and the heart problems that he's had to endure after what was a career best year in 2011, reaching the season-ending championship. 6 titles for Marty Fish this year. As we say, there has just been a little bit, well, it's been interrupted. Numerous things. The rankings slipping after last week, where he was a finalist in Canada, in Montreal in 2011, unable to defend those points. So just quarterfinals last week. I say just quarterfinals, it was a very good effort in itself. But the ranking dropping down to 20 after he was not quite able to live up to where he achieved. And a big match tonight for Marty, really is. Never won one of these. Come very close, though, as Doug was saying a few years ago, 8 years ago. Very close indeed.
2003, that match where he had double match point on his good friend Andy Roddick, who ended up being ranked #1 in the world that year. And I hope that Marty has the ability to take this match tonight, and whether he wins or loses, gets the most out of it, enjoys the whole situation, enjoys being in front of all these people, enjoys taking on the world #1, because he's done really well this week. Convincing win over Lopez, convincing over Berlach, convincing over Stepanek. Those are 3 solid wins. One thing Fish said, that he felt that part of the problem with the heart was him putting so much pressure on himself. He had an irregular heartbeat, and a lot of that was him not enjoying what was going on, all worried about who was ranked in front of him, who was ranked behind him, who he's going to be playing. All these things he had no concern over. Well, tonight he's got no control over. Tonight he's got control over himself, and unfortunately his record against Federer lifetime isn't too good, like most people.
Well, at least he's got a W. Most players on tour struggle to have a W against Federer, but at least he's got one. That last match actually was a dead rubber. I say a dead rubber. It was the last group match, and Federer had already qualified. So, well, we wouldn't read too much into that. The only win that Fish has had came in 2008 on American hard courts, so that's something for Fish to be positive about.
1 minute.
It's Mohamed Layani in the chair. This encounter. What are the dynamics in this one? How's Fish going to trouble Federer?
Well, Fish can trouble him a lot if he serves well, because he can serve and get Federer out of position, and Fish has the ability to play an all-court game. He can come in, he can stay back, he can move the ball around, but Federer's been hitting the ball so cleanly. If Federer's able to make the first attacking shot, if he's able to start dictating play, well, then it's going to be a long night for Marty Fish.
This is Federer. Mirka. First met at the Olympic Games in 2000.
Gentlemen,
Sydney. Severin Luthi, who was out there earlier on, cheering on Stan Wawrinka to a good win. Looking to make it a double for his countrymen.
Marty's got to come out really focused, which he will, and he's got to come out playing good percentage tennis, particularly on his own serve.
Two 30-year-olds, 30 plus in fact, going at it tonight. 31 Federer, 30 Marty Fish. Always a joy to watch Federer in action under the lights in North America. Always adds a little bit of ambience, a little extra ambience, I think.
Electricity and drama.
Time.
You got it. The American Doug Adler alongside the Brit here, Nick Lester.
Please. Thank you.
For the first set at least. Let's see what Marty Fish can do to trouble Fed Express.
First set. Marty Fish to serve. Ready? Play.
His timing has been impeccable thus far
Love 15.
during the tournament, all week long, just on top of everything. He's making it look so easy, so effortless.
Love
Pretty good
30.
start.
$15, $30.
Need a few of those tonight, Marty Fish. Good win yesterday with Stepanek. He's never beaten Stepanek before, and that's always a hurdle. I think he was 4 losses against Stepanek in a row. You can see the relief to get the job done against Radek.
Just love the way Federer's hitting the ball. He's not going for too much. Just working the ball around the court a little
15,
and saying, you know what, I'm
40.
Roger Federer. Go ahead, try to win the point. The aura, the intimidation of Federer, it's enormous again.
Game, Federer.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's a blistering start for Federer.
First game.
Break in the first game.
Well, I know how good his forehand is, but I think the thing that's making him so much better again, I think his backhand's really improved. No one can break that backhand down. When he beat Nadal at Indian Wells this year in the semis, he just was like hitting backhands like there was no tomorrow. Nadal didn't know what hit him. And then he kept charging on the forehand, serving huge. So he's been outstanding.
$15 love. $15 all.
Just let that one go.
15, 30.
4 or 5 days back in his homeland before coming here. Arrived here on Thursday.
And I'll tell you what else Federer's doing better than he's done over the last couple of years.
40, 30.
His movement. There was a time there when he was starting to lose confidence. His movement started to wane. Now he's got bounce in his step, hop in his step. Preparation has been great. Balance has been unbelievable. And And his eyesight's still very good too.
Federer. Federer leads 2 games to love.
And you know, he works really hard on his movement, Nick, but when you watch him, he makes it look so easy. And that's part of the genius, because everyone goes, it looks like he's not even having to try, but that's part of being a genius, isn't it?
You remember a couple of years ago when everyone was talking about, oh, London 2012, that was going to be the end for Federer. It was going to be it, London 2012, and he was going to go into the sunset, and there was going to be a marker. Well, that's already past that, and he's looking as good as ever.
I think the players were hoping it was going to be that way.
I think that started because he sort of put that as a marker. It's a tournament that he really wanted to be at, and you know, it was going back 3 or 4 years. I genuinely think he could well be in Rio playing tennis in 4 years' time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why you wouldn't suspect that, the way he loves playing. Oh, wow, he gave one away, though. As long as the body can hold up, you know, the sport is so tough day in and day out, and we just take it for granted that Fed and a lot of these guys never going to get hurt. Marty Fish's career was almost over beginning of this year. To have heart surgery, had to have a heart procedure for an irregular heartbeat. You think that scared the devil out of him?
Oh, it's in the middle of the night as well. I woke up in the middle of the night with a racing heartbeat. I mean, that's... so confident right now. Yeah, it was, I think it was during, just after Miami, or around that time, wasn't it? And then Houston again, during Houston as well. He literally woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't control his heartbeat. Just racing like he said, like he'd been sprinting. And May the 23rd it was, he had the operation to try and correct it.
He's returning the ball so soon, so early. That's a good serve Fish just put in. Fish is such a good server because he mixes it up, uses lots of variety, lots of dimension on the serve, kicks it, hits it flat. Nothing's bothering Federer. Well, you've got to go for your shots. And that's exactly what Fish just did. Who, by the way, when he hits that forehand, he chokes up on the racket.
Fox.
What I mean by that is when he's swinging away, he's up a couple inches off the bottom of the handle.
Slight technical flaw, isn't it? We highlighted that the other day. Just having a look. Doesn't really allow the wrist to kind of relax either, does it?
No.
It stops the wrist from relaxing.
Yeah, it becomes more of a muscle-bound shot, and you lose racket head speed that way. Yeah, you don't lay the wrist back as much, and you don't generate racket head speed. Like it would be like choking up on a baseball bat. Same thing.
Especially when you compare it to someone like Jeremy Chardy, who really lets the wrist lay back. Doesn't always control it. But
advantage, Fish.
He's on the scoreboard.
Now Fish gets his campaign underway. It's quarter-final.
Leads 2 games to 1.
playing catch up already.
Okay, everybody, it is time again to text to win, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Want to look like a pro? Text the word WIN to 25973. You could win a gift card for the Midwest Sports Retail Tent. Once again, text the word WIN to 25973, and you could be a winner. A big thank you to our friends at Midwest Sports for providing tonight's prize. Our winner will be notified by text. Good luck to you.
Dance like than it was last night, as far as the weather's concerned. We had half an hour's play before, first of all, Davydenko retired, and then
take
we
your
had a
seat, please.
downpour
Thank
that lasted
you.
12 hours or so.
Especially behind the place. Place already. Thank you. Take any seat for now. Thank you. Thank you.
Federer with a break, 2-1.
Love. Love.
Fine serving thus far from Federer, only missed the 2 first serves so far. Very sharp.
40 love.
Not a lot of concern for them right now. Just take it all in. Welcome to the Federer show this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're about halfway through.
Federer leads 3 games to 1.
How much influence do you think Paul Anacone's had on him, Doug, if any?
I think he definitely has, because, you know, Federer standing inside baseline to take on serves. You'll see him play more balls where he'll come in, quick play. He'll also drop shot and come in. He'll drop shot more than... No, I think he's done... There's not much you could do with Federer, but he's done pretty good to bring out what you could bring out. And I think Federer has been receptive. Now he's trying to have an impact on Fish's game. Mark Knowles is trying to help him with slice backhand, coming in and carving up knifing volleys.
There's a thing or two about the game. Fantastic doubles. Long-time partner of Daniel Nestor. There's Marty's wife. I think that's seems to have a rather extended family. There are a lot of people having dinner tonight in the Players Restaurant with Stacey.
Love. Game, fish.
Well, Federer alive to the kick serve. Fish holds once more.
Federer leads 3 games to 2.
5 games down in the last quarter-final.
Time.
Sixth quarter-final in 7 years. That's consistency as far as Federer is concerned in America's Midwest here.
Love. Mr. Fish challenge the call. Right far sideline. Ball is called out. Ball stands. 40 love. Mr. Fish has 2 challenges remaining.
Oh, yes.
I love seeing him serving and balling. You talk about new dimensions to his game. That's what Anacone did all the time.
Federer leads
and I'll tell you what,
if
he can continue to play that way, he's going to be able to keep this career going on for quite a while if he can do that successfully. Ominous beginning though for Fish. Federer's playing so well, and then Fish has to worry about trying to break back serve. He's broken his very opening service game, and it's an uphill battle, as if taking on the world #1 isn't tough enough. Little nonchalant, little casual there.
30 love.
He actually hits that drop shot pretty well. I think he uses it extremely well, and he uses it typically at the right time. You don't say, oh, he shouldn't have played that shot then. So many players, you say, why did he do that?
Love. 40-15.
Well, if this topspin backhand is his weak shot, then Fischer's going to have some problems. He's feeling it, isn't he?
30.
He's feeling the pressure. The Fed Express, as you called it. And sometimes, as much as it seems like a great opportunity, you play in front of a wonderful full-packed house, it's scary. Serve.
Keeps him in the hunt as far as this first set goes as well.
Federer leads 4 games to 3.
By dint of that early break, Federer 4-3.
Yeah, it's a huge stage here. Nighttime tennis, you were talking about the electricity that Federer brings to the whole party, the drama, and the crowd certainly with high expectations. They want to see a great match, and they want to see Fish test Federer. And so, as much as we say Marty's got to embrace the evening, it's scary, particularly when Federer comes out playing this well. So you don't want to get embarrassed out there. Last night, Nikolai Davydenko having all kinds of issues in front of a packed house. You know, it was very difficult for him. Couldn't get a serve in the box. Eventually had to say that, you know, he wasn't up to it physically. Arm let him down.
Five titles this year: Rotterdam, Dubai, Indian Wells, Madrid, and then of course
Time.
where he recovered from a set down. The roof closed, and Federer pounced.
And Andy Murray. Murray up 2-1. Did Federer drop one set the whole fortnight when they closed the roof?
Oh, when they closed the roof? I'm not sure.
15 love.
A couple of battles, didn't he? Julien Benneteau gave him a 5-setter.
2 points away from winning.
Yep.
Serve is almost unreturnable. He's serving 81% first serves. He's won 12 of 13 with the first serve, and he's only had to hit a total of 3 second serves. And Marty Fish is saying, come on, stop it already.
$30, 15.
Yeah, he's been dominating with his serve. He got the early break. To this point, it's been that simple.
Correction.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mr. Federer challenging the call.
Yeah, I think Muhammad's wrong.
Left baseline.
I'm going to stick with Federer on that one. I'm not sure, but I think it was out. Let's see who's right. There we go. Got some good eyes going on.
Also time.
How can you argue with Federer?
40, 15.
I think Mohamed's about 0 for 7 this week, isn't he?
In some trouble.
Left for service.
You know, he overruled it, and then he's sort of like, whoa, I'm not sure if I did the right thing.
That's a very quick step in, there's Mohamed Layani. Federer does things pretty quickly on the court as well. He's opened up a 5-3 lead here after just 25 minutes. I tell you what, I'd quite fancy playing his fellow countryman as well, because he's 10-1 in front on the head-to-head against Wawrinka if he gets there.
Wow. Yeah, I remember the time he lost to him, Monte Carlo.
Certainly was. Bonus point if you can name the year, Adler.
Oh boy. I'm going to guess 2009.
Oh, 2 out of 2. You're going out with a bang.
Oh!
Love.
Yeah, the slice there is. Well, the serve really just came into his body, so couldn't really knife the slice.
30 love.
Wished.
That's the wrong shot. You better not go cross court unless you can hit a winner, because Fish exposed himself.
30-15.
It's not good to expose yourself on the tennis court.
Anywhere, really.
Sergio.
Fish trying to go toe-to-toe with the great man on the baseline, but coming up with the error.
Too good. Inside out backhand from Fish. That's his bread and butter. Doesn't really ever rush that shot.
40,
stays down,
30.
stays committed. Good the balance, the turn, the uncoil. I just said he doesn't rush it. He rushed that one.
Deuce.
You almost get the sense, Nick, that Fish is playing for a respectable score right now. It's not like he believes he can win. He just doesn't want it to get really lopsided.
Advantage, Fish.
Just comes up short with a chip in charge. Fish for 5-4.
The backhand, the weak side. Ka-ching. It's got money written all over it, this shot. Just lines it up. And I'll tell you what, Fish is having a major problem with that first serve. Only 39% going in right now.
Advantage, Federer.
Just leaning back off that one, really trying to go after it. You can understand it, he's under so much pressure at the moment. Federer has reached set point.
Desperately needed a first serve, and an ace was a pretty good one to go with it. Third one for Fish. He's only made 14 of his first 33 first serves.
Advantage. Fish.
I'll tell you how good Federer's backhand is tonight. He said 5 forehand winners. He said 4 backhand winners. Yep, that was long.
Some return on the stretch.
Everyone talks about single-handed backhands. Gasquet, Wawrinka, Tommy Haas, Federer. Come on. Watch how early Federer tries to take this second serve. Oh!
Well, that is a dream of a backhand that finds the line. Marty Fish broken twice in that set. Federer is halfway towards the semi-finals. 6-3.
I told you he was going to take it early.
Sports coverage with the Inquirer in Cincinnati.
Okay. Nothing has been late. You've been wrong. That's it. The only thing that's for sure is that you've been wrong.
Well, he's
Nothing else has been
understandably upset because he's getting spanked out there pretty good. Let's be honest. Federer, those winners, 15 of them, only 1 ace, but the same amount of winners off the forehand and the backhand. And then coming in to add to those